Time now for our series Changing the Game, where we highlight extraordinary women making a difference. And this morning, we are very excited to be introducing you to Sabeena Ladha. She's the founder and CEO of Deux. She created healthier alternatives to cookie dough back in 2020. She did it in her own kitchen. And Ladha found a way to make it vegan, gluten-free, and include vitamins and supplements we all need. It's basically vegetables. It's delicious. Ladha has now turned Deux into a multi-million-dollar company with products on store shelves nationwide in major retailers, including Target and Whole Foods. And Sabeena Ladha joins us now. I'm joking about the vegetable part.
but same thing.
But so you started cooking this in your own kitchen.
Yeah.
What sparked the idea?
Yeah, I was making it around kitchen. Well, I'm a junk food fiend, so I grew up on, your classic Oreos and Kraft mac and cheese. And my dad ran a gas station when I was younger, and we spent so much time there that I would always get to pick a sweet snack and a salty snack. So I just loved these nostalgic snacks like cookie dough and donuts and Nutella. But as I grew older, I just didn't want to eat so much sugar and, calories. So made a healthier product so I could still enjoy the treats that I loved when I was a kid.
So did you already know how to cook? I mean, how did you even know what ingredients to do? Did you know how to do this?
I'm not the best in the kitchen. I always joke that my husband, I'm like his sous chef. I'll chop the onions and he cooks. But I had a sweet tooth, so I would make healthier alternatives of baked goods. Yeah, so I would, our cookie dough is made with oats, almond butter, flaxseed, a lot of superfoods, and it happens to be dairy-free and gluten-free.
Reishi, vitamin D, also some other ingredients that are
functional ingredients. Yeah, so basically the thought is you remove the bad for you, the absence of negative and the presence of positive, and then you add in good for you ingredients.
Was it your goal to build an empire, or were you just doing this for fun?
Well,
because I think this is extraordinary what you've done.
Yeah, if you had told me I'd be chatting with you guys 3 years later, I don't know that I would have believed
what was your background? What was your job before you did this? What were you doing?
I have a deep background in food. So I was at PepsiCo, at Frito-Lay, and then I was at McKinsey in consulting, and then I was in venture capital and startups. So it's kind of
you saw a lot behind the scenes from a business perspective.
Exactly. I always knew I love sweet treats, but I always knew I wanted it to be a big business.
Guys, enough. I feel like a dog with a treat on its nose.
Okay, Tony, okay.
Trying to get a word in.
Come on.
Okay, you brought some stuff for us to try.
I did, yes.
Walk us through it a little bit.
I know. It's the morning, so
This
the
is a
donuts will be perfect.
donut.
That's a cinnamon sugar donut. Yep, everything is 25 to 40% less sugar and lower carbs. So the donuts are great for the morning. I have them with coffee or as a little pick-me-up throughout the day. And then we've got some chocolate chip cookie dough, our space brownie, which is really reminiscent of those brownies you would have as a kid.
It is good.
And then our Better For You Nutella, which is about 50% less sugar than Nutella.
I want to try birthday cake. So you literally want us to eat it out of the jar, or?
You can eat it out of the jar, yeah. So everything is dairy-free and gluten-free. So most consumers like to eat it out of the jar, but in the wintertime, a lot of people bake it up into cookies.
So you can actually bake it?
Oh, you can really use it.
Yeah, 8 minutes in the oven, super quick. And you can make little I like the portions of everything.
Yeah.
You can make little portion-controlled sizes if you need to.
What I've noticed over the last handful of years, maybe a decade, is that we see people that are younger and younger starting, creating, and building businesses.
Yeah.
There's so many people that are watching right now. What advice do you give them? They're sitting at home, they have a great idea, and they just need a little motivation. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I would say test and learn. So that's...
Test and learn.
See if something sticks. If it doesn't, then you can iterate on it. But if you don't try it, you won't ever, if it just lives in your brain forever, you won't ever really get to see it through. So we have a slightly different products than when we launched. So if you just have that test and learn mindset, it'll take you pretty far.
Now, you were on Shark Tank and you wore a pink suit. What was the problem with that?
Very same color.
What was the deal with that?
Of your dress. I got a lot of criticism on my pink suit. So it was a blazer and it was shorts. And, there were people that said maybe it wasn't appropriate for, pitching. And we were able to create a brand story around it. And it actually ended up being really empowering.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope that didn't upset you.
No, it did. I would say for the first, call it like 2 weeks, I was pretty distraught about it.
Long
I was like,
time.
should I have not worn that? Was it inappropriate? But after
it was not inappropriate, number one. But
you kind of take back your power. So being able to speak about, the feminism and women in business and negotiating and getting investors, like being able to tell that story really, it helps me get over it. Yeah.
All the haters, you should tell them, go to the store and get brand new.
Yeah. And also tell them that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Sabeena Ladha, thank you so much.
good.
We appreciate
Thank you.
you.